All right, we continue to follow breaking news right now at FAU in Boca Raton. Tonight's 5 p.m. commencement ceremony was canceled due to a threat.
We just spoke to a campus spokesperson a short time ago, but let's get some live pictures up. Or this is video actually of a building there on campus that was evacuated a short time ago. Apparently the commencement canceled just prior to it beginning this evening after a credible threat came in. Law enforcement now they're on the scene sweeping this building that you're looking at right here. A source from FAU is telling us right now that right as the ceremony was about to begin, that there was a note found that was a threatening note. So we're trying to get some more clarity on that.
And as we speak right now, we have on the phone a student who was at this commencement ceremony. We want to welcome this student in right now. Brianna, can you hear us, Brianna?
Yes, I can hear you.
Tell us a little bit of, Brianna, were you inside the building at the time when this evacuation was issued?
Yes, I had just gone in sitting with my best friend's parents for her ceremony. I was there about 10 minutes, and then somebody came on the intercom saying that they needed to do an emergency evacuation, that everybody needs to clear the building because of an issue that was happening. So they made us all leave, and we couldn't even be near the perimeter of the building.
So how far away from the building are you currently?
I'm actually trying to leave the parking lot right now. My friend had to drive me to my car because it's a pretty big area. So there's a lot of traffic going on.
We understand there were 1,000 students set to graduate in this particular ceremony. There were several ceremonies throughout the day, we understand, and this was the 5 o'clock ceremony. And so, understandably, you're a friend of one of the students set to graduate. Can you give us an estimate of how many family members were also inside?
The auditorium was almost filled. They were about to close the doors 20 minutes before it starts, and a few minutes before, I would say 15, is when they made the announcement.
Brianna, as we're talking to you, we have live pictures over the campus at FAU right now. What are students saying right now as far as this threat goes? We understand this was, again, as we've talked about here, this was a note that was found in a bathroom, but are law enforcement, is anyone giving you all on the scene any more indication on exactly what prompted this huge evacuation?
No, everyone was asking questions as we were leaving. The staff just told us that whenever this goes on, it's nothing good, and we couldn't be anywhere near it. And my friend who was in the back with the rest of the graduates was saying that somebody's sister said it was canceled and it had to be another time because they couldn't go on with it today.
Is it, in a matter of speaking, if you can describe where you're at again on campus, is it orderly right now, or is it somewhat chaotic as all these people are trying to evacuate and get off campus?
It was a little chaotic. We had to go through the parking garage to get out. I'm now trying to turn onto Glades Road to leave. So there was bomb squads and there was search dogs everywhere.
In the building or throughout the campus? Can you tell us that, Brianna?
Throughout the campus, they didn't let them go through the building while we were still there, so they had to make sure everybody was out first. That was a little bit of a process.
How are you feeling right now, Brianna? This is a bit jarring, I can imagine.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. It's something that I've never been involved in, that I usually see on TV a lot, but I was never involved, and I do go to this school also, so it's a little scary to be a part of this.
You see this tweet that came out as we're listening to Brianna, who was a guest of one of the graduates here at this 5 p.m. ceremony, this tweet from Florida Atlantic University saying that law enforcement considered this a credible threat, obviously credible enough that they have canceled the commencement ceremony. And you can see families and some of the candidates for graduation tonight walking with caps and gowns in their hand from our aerial view here. All right,
Brianna Labascio on the phone with us right now. Brianna, we thank you very much. We appreciate your time right now. Brianna was actually inside the building when it was evacuated, part of over 1,000 people who were evacuated at the time of this, really describing the scene as somewhat chaotic, but in an effort to really try and get thousands of people off the campus right now. As we speak, law enforcement sweeping the building where this commencement ceremony was set to take place because of this credible threat, this note that was found in a bathroom about 45 minutes to an hour ago. And that's where we are right now at this time. So law enforcement is on the scene right now. Brianna spoke with the bomb squad on the scene. You can see a number of people just perusing around the campus. It doesn't look quite disorderly right now. I imagine this is a sort of a choreographed chaos, if you will. They have measures in place. There are constantly drills that take place to effort this, and in the event something like this happens. So the campus and staff and police are well prepared for something like this. Obviously, students, not so much, but in an orderly fashion. They're trying to just get everyone calm and secured so they can secure the scene and get to the bottom of this threat.
We were speaking a short time ago with the media relations specialist at FAU. Obviously, Jay, and understandably, they were still fielding a lot of questions and trying to sort through a lot of details. We want to thank Brianna for joining us and giving us some perspective on attending this ceremony this afternoon, having it abruptly canceled. We're going to stay on top of it as soon as we can get some further detailed information from FAU there on campus, and police now investigating. We'll bring it to you right here.